In a quiet village tucked between ancient hills, there lived a young man named Kaito. His body moved through the world, but his mind, it was elsewhere. Kaito's thoughts were a storm. He analyzed every choice, worried over every future, replayed every regret. His life was a constant tug of war between what had already happened and what might never come to pass. And in all that noise, he'd forgotten how to live. One day, word reached him of a mysterious sage, a man said to know the secret to lasting peace. He lived alone, atop a distant mountain where the clouds touched the earth and time itself seemed to slow. Without hesitation, Kaito packed his things and set off on a journey with no map but his desire for clarity. Through rain and rock, wind and fatigue, he finally reached the summit. There, in a garden blooming with silence, sat the sage. Cross-legged, eyes closed, as still as the mountain beneath him, Kaito bowed deeply. "Master," he said, his voice trembling, "my mind is a maze. I chase peace, but it slips through me like water. Please, teach me to be still." The sage opened his eyes. There was no judgment in them, only understanding. "You wish to quiet the mind," he said gently. "Then come." He led Kaito to a stone basin overflowing with water, and beside it, an empty, fragile bowl. "Your task," said the sage, "is simple. Move all the water from the basin to the small bowl, but you must not spill a single drop." Kaito blinked. The bowl was clearly too small, but he nodded. "I will try." And so he did, scoop by scoop, hour by hour, trying to force the impossible with restless hands, and with every drop that spilled, his frustration grew. His thoughts surged like thunder, louder than before. At last, defeated and confused, he dropped the ladle. I can't do it," he whispered. The sage placed a hand on his shoulder. "Kaito, you are so busy emptying the basin, you've forgotten to first empty yourself." Kaito stared at him, bewildered. "Empty? Myself?" The sage smiled. "Let go of the outcome, of the rules, of the fear that drives you. Let go of time and return to now." Kaito took a long, slow breath, and this time, when he dipped the ladle, he did so with full presence. He listened to the water, felt the weight in his palm, noticed the sunlight dancing on the surface. The noise in his mind began to fade, and slowly, he entered a state of flow, not forcing, just being. As he found stillness within, the task itself seemed to become easier. The water, as if responding to his calm, flowed smoother. Spills became rare. The impossible somehow became possible. And eventually, with no struggle, no tension, the basin was empty. The sage watched with quiet pride. "You see now," he said, "when you still the chaos inside, the world around you aligns itself in return." Kaito bowed, not out of obligation, but from awe. From that moment on, he no longer searched for peace in distant places. He knew the secret now. Peace is not something we find. It's something we return to, once we finally stop running from the present.